everybody, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. It's Rynsey and thank you for finding my video today. As you can see, we have an old favorite. This is my Nintendo Switch case. And we're going to be doing a classic trigger video today at 100% microphone sensitivity, so sit back and relax, get comfortable. If you enjoy yourself, like the video, and let's get started with my Nintendo Switch case here. So I don't know which way I prefer the Nintendo Switch case triggers. I can tap with my fingernails horizontally. You can tap with your fingernails vertically. And they're slightly different tones. Slightly different. You can also horizontally with your fingertips. Or vertically with your fingertips, and it's just a little bit different each way. I'm not sure which I like the best. There's all kinds of options. And there's also a few different ways to use the case, which we will explore. But for now, let's just tap with our finger pads and let the tingles take over. 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 Gotta find the rhythm. Once you lose the rhythm, sometimes it's hard to find it back. Okay. Sounds nice. Okay, so I tuck the zipper in when I do tapping because it jingles, and I don't like the jingly sound while tapping. However, the zipper itself makes a nice sound that some people find themselves enjoying. Again, let me know if you enjoy the zipper sounds. And another way to enjoy the case was very nice. But it's time to move on to our next trigger, so sit back and relax if you're not already. Hopefully I convinced you that this is the video for you. But it's time to move on. Okay. So the next trigger is another basic household trigger, but very effective, and I've seen this used many times by other ASM artists. Let's see how it turns out with me. We got the Costco brand paper towels because they're pretty good for what they cost, and they sound pretty good when they're wrapped. I have one gripe about the Costco brand paper towels, and that is you buy them in like a 18 or a 24 pack. Obviously they're sold in bulk, but they all come wrapped in a big package and shrink wrapped, and then they're all also individually wrapped, and that's just not good for the environment. I understand they might want to, the Kirkland brand might want to stay, clean and cleanly, but I don't think there's a need to have them all individually wrapped when you're selling them in bulk already wrapped. It's just wasteful. I'll get off my soapbox now. So when you're finished with your paper towels, you're left with the paper towel roll. And while I'm not using that in this video today, it's a very effective ASMR trigger that even the big names you still use to this day. And I visit it once in a while. And let me know if you like the paper towel roll as an ASMR trigger. I'm honestly curious. It's about time to move on with this video to our next ASMR trigger. So this is another reuse trigger. It's the green Thera band, but I wanted to revisit it because I also have the next resistance level up, the blue Thera band, and I wanted to see honestly if there's any difference between the blue and the green. Is a little heavier, but the blue is also newer, so it has this powdery coating on it, and that's to help keep it from sticking together while it's on the roll. trigger for terribly long. I just wanted to see if there was a difference with the resistance bands. I have this doubled up right now. That's quite a lot of resistance. Phew, that's tough. Okay, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this trigger. If you like it, I might do it again. If not, we'll see what happens, but it's time to move on to the next, which is the brand new tiny kitchen sponges. I think they have a surprisingly good tapping sound on the yellow side. I should have used this in my world record video. It's very easy to get a good rhythm with. Let's flip it over. A little stiffer on the scrubber side. A little stiffer. I thought that may have made a difference. Doubling them up, doubling them up, doubling them up. But I don't think it does make a noticeable difference. What we can do is rub them together. Them on the microphone. There's a thumbnail right there. Here's another household trigger. Little sticky taps. Little sticky taps. Little sticky taps. I'm holding the handle against my back of my neck so it doesn't rattle. I don't think the rattling sounds good on this item. There's a very loud bird outside of my window chirping. I really hope it flies away, and I hope it doesn't interfere with what we're doing here. It is hard to stop this handle from rattling. That's a weird feeling. Ooh, I don't like that feeling at all. There's another potential thumbnail. 39-year-old man lint rolls his beard on camera. It doesn't hurt, but it does at the same time. I'm gonna stop doing that. Shockingly, there's only 2 beard hairs stuck to the Lint Roller, but we're just about finished with this trigger. Let's move on. Okay, so the next trigger I'm very excited for. I grew these in my garden, and a few of them survived the onslaught of birds and rabbits and squirrels. These are spaghetti squash. Organic, no pesticides, only natural fertilizer, which is the compost that I make myself. I'm very proud of these. This is a good size too for organic. Like it's, the size of maybe a little smaller than an NFL football. And it makes great tapping sounds. You should see me out there tapping on them as soon as I pick them. How does this sound? Can I use this in a video? I think these little scars, it was resting against the edge, the wooden edge of my backyard garden, and it got a little scarred, but it's still going to taste exactly the same. Let's try horizontally, if I can hold it, if I cannot impale my hand on the stem. If you've never had spaghetti squash before, I recommend you try it. It's pretty easy to cook. You can find easy recipes on Google, obviously. And when you cook it and then you shred it with a fork, it's the texture, the look of spaghetti, kind of the texture of spaghetti. It tastes good. I'm not a big squash fan, but I do like spaghetti squash. Now, this was the biggest one that I picked. I only picked 4 of them. That's all that It's just about ripe. I picked it before the birds started pecking at it. But it's a little more dense because there's less meat inside of it compared to the rind. That's why the taps sound a little more stiff, I guess you could say. This is as fast as I can tap on this. Whew, I tried to go as fast as I could. There we go. Nice rhythm, nice rhythm, nice rhythm, nice rhythm. Okay, you know what? Why not? Let's do one more trigger because I have it right here from the video I recorded prior to this one. If you're over this trigger, I'm sorry. I really like it. It might be the best trigger I own in my opinion. That's gonna be the Rynsey Blue brush. Now, I think the taps that this thing makes are amazing. That's some fast tapping right there. Fast, natural, real speed tapping. This. Do you guys like this tapping? I'm not sure if I like that or not. Let me know in the comments. My beard is getting to a point where the brush sounds good again. video for today. Our little outro is going to be just us fingernail tapping on the back of Rynsey's blue brush. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and hopefully I'll see you again on the channel. Have a great night, all of you wonderful people.